guys, happy Maynia! So, I know that I said I was going to do a vlog style every day that I stitched. But I decided that this was a lot easier for me to just do every 5 days and just show you what I worked on, like my normal style, my normal update style. So, I know today is day 6, but I have not started stitching my Maynia project for today. I've been really obsessively stitching one of my other pieces, which if you go on my Instagram, you'll see on there. And you'll also see it in my next update, which I'm probably going to post in a couple of days. So even though it's day 6, you're just going to see the first 5 days of my starts. So as you guys know, I am doing the Disneyland map, and I'm stitching a new ride every day. Now, since I have been obsessively stitching my other project, you're not going to see that much progress, or that. I did start something every day, it's just not very much. So, with that being said, sorry, I have to undo or loosen up one of my rods so that you guys can see everything. So what I worked on the first day, I'm gonna have to see how to do this so I don't show you show you more than one. You're probably gonna see more than one at the same time, but. So what I decided to do is to have my husband choose which ride I'm going to stitch every day. He didn't know he was doing this. I didn't really know he was doing this. The first day I was like, pick a ride for me. And so it just kind of continued on from there. So the first ride, let's do it this way first actually. So the first ride he chose was his favorite, and I should have guessed, Space Mountain. The part that I stitched is just this white bit right here on this very edge. Now, of course, the map being what it is, and Splash Mountain had stitched, this was by far the most I had to count because I had to go all the way across here. Which is like 100, if I remember right, it was like 145 by 45, like 145 across and then like 45 down. So a lot of stitching. I hope I did it correctly. I have to cover up part of it so you can see it all. Luckily my little dragon comes in handy. But there is Space Mountain. Can you see that? Probably not. So right here next to the dragon. You can see I only got like 20 stitches done. It was almost midnight at that point that I got that done, and so that's when I'd kind of decided not too much progress. The next one that I did on day 2 was all the way at the top, which he chose Dumbo. I was kind of surprised that he chose Dumbo because we hardly ever ride it when we go. But there are his ears. So that's all the pink that's up in there. The third day, I kind of had no idea what he would pick, but he chose Jungle Cruise. I don't know what made him choose Jungle Cruise. That is a ride we go on every once in a while. But that little pink right there is the elephant's ear, So I basically got 2 elephants in a row and the only elephants in the piece. You might have gotten a sneak peek of something, I'm not sure. So that was day 3. Day 4, he chose the train. He couldn't remember what was on here, and so, like, because it's an older map, so he wasn't sure what, like I said, what was on it. So I showed him a picture of it again, and then he decided that he liked the train. So the part of the train you'll see is the head of the dinosaur. On the train at Disneyland, it goes through one of the tunnels, which has a landscape of the Grand Canyon as it is nowadays and what it looked like when the dinosaurs ruled. So there is the head and the neck in that one color. He does have a body in the same color that's over here, but once again, I was really tired. The last thing he chose, he couldn't really think of anything, and so I just kind of decided for him. Well, not really. I asked him if, like, I basically just said teacups, and he's like, "Ooh, teacups is good. Let's go with teacups." So it was kind of where I wanted. Everything he had stitched so far was like pinks and browns and whites and stuff. I wanted to have a little bit of a blue, like something with blue. So this color is the lighter side of the teacup, which was easier to count because it's right next to Space Mountain. So that's what the dragon was covering up before. So I already have mine picked out, or he already picked out mine for today. He actually did pick today's out. I had to give him kind of a list now that it's getting down. We're actually a third of the way done. So now that it's getting closer, or now that there's fewer choices left, I should say, I had to give him another reminder of what we had left. And of course he knows all of his rides, but since it's an older map and it doesn't show all the rides that are there, it's kind of hard to realize what's been taken and what hasn't. Like, this doesn't have Indiana Jones on it, it doesn't have like any of the newer rides. So, that being said, check out my Instagram if you want to see what I'm working on, and I will see you guys with another update in a few days. We'll see. I really want to finish this project I'm working on before I show it to you guys. So hopefully tomorrow, that would be awesome. The project I have left only has beading, but beading takes me a long time. But I'm going to work a little bit on my Maynia start before I do my beading. And I will see you guys with the rest of my, or not the rest, with the second third of my Maynia progress in 4 days. See you then. Bye. Hi guys. I'm back again because I forgot to give you my good news. Well, my happy news of the day. I wasn't going to do it as part of Maynia because I was doing it every day originally, but I forgot. I decided to add it in. So the good news that I found is that a police officer was called out to investigate a vicious dog that people reported seeing in the area. He got to the area and saw it sitting on the front porch, and it was a pit bull, so that made a lot of people nervous. He went ahead and just whistled for the dog, and the dog just came trotting right over with his tail wagging and let the officer pet him and jumped right in the front seat and just basically made friends with the officer. They said that it was one of the friendliest dogs they had met, and the owner came and picked him up, and it was all a happy ending. I like this one because it just shows you can't judge a book by its cover, and I really like pit bulls because they get such a bad rap. And they did say that even though it looked like a pit bull, it ended up being a an American Bully, I guess, but still big dog. This one was actually really muscular too. But basically a bunch of people were nervous for no reason because they would not go up and try to pet the dog. So anyway, I was happy because it was good news all around. He went back to the owner, and the owner updated his chip with their new information, and everything turned out okay. All right, I'll see you guys later.